Hello everyone. I am Meghana PS, working as an assistant professor in commerce, Government First Grade College, Paramsagra. Today I am discussing about the subsidiary functions of commercial banks. In this session, I am discussing about the subsidiary functions of commercial banks. In that, I am discussing only agency functions. Let's take a quick recap of previous session. In the previous session, we discussed primary functions of commercial banks. We know that functions of commercial banks are classified as primary functions, subsidiary functions, and miscellaneous function. In the primary functions of commercial banks, we have two functions. First one is accepting deposits. The commercial banks accept deposits from public as well as from the institutions for various kinds of deposit accounts like current account, saving bank account, recurring deposit account, and fixed deposit account. And also by the deposit amount, the commercial banks are going to grant loans as well as advances. We discussed various kinds of loans. For example, personal loan, vehicle loan, home loan, gold loan, education loan, and many more. And we also discussed types of advances, namely cash credit, overdraft, and discounting of bill of exchange. The objective of this session is to understand the subsidiary functions of commercial banks. By the end of this session, you are able to identify the subsidiary functions of commercial banks. As we discussed in the previous session, the functions of commercial banks are classified into three categories. First one is primary function, second one is subsidiary function, and the third one is miscellaneous function. Primary function includes accepting deposits and granting loans and advances. Let's discuss what is subsidiary function. What are the functions, sub-functions comes under subsidiary functions. Bank perform number of other functions apart from primary functions. It performs subsidiary functions and miscellaneous functions. The subsidiary functions are also called as ancillary functions, supplementary functions, or secondary functions. By performing subsidiary functions, bank will get goodwill as well as it can attract more number of customers towards it. The subsidiary functions of commercial banks further classified into two categories. One is agency function and another one is utility function. Let's see what is agency function. The commercial banks will serve as agents for the purpose of collection and payment of funds between various parties. Here, the agency functions refers where the commercial bank renders its service as an agent, which means that the commercial banks acts for and as well as on behalf of customer. Those kind of services are called as an agency services, and these services are provided for the purpose of collection, that is receiving, and payment, that is paying the amount between various parties. And these services are provided on the request of customer. These services are provided only when the customer requests to do these services from the bank. And for these services, banks will charge certain service charges. Okay, it is not on free of cost. To get these services, the request is required, as well as to get this service, the service charges need to be paid by the customer. ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರಿನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಫಂಡ್ ಹಣವನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಕಸ್ಟಮರಿನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅವರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ತರ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ನ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Let's see the various agency functions. The first one is collection and payment of credit instruments. Here checks and drafts are the credit instruments. Checks means here after the issuing of check, the payment will be made. Where in case of demand draft, first the payment will be made, then only bank will issue the DD. Here in checks, the amount is not guaranteed. In case of demand draft, the payment is guaranteed. There is no bouncing of demand draft. But in case of check, there might be bounce of check when the amount is not in the account. Here, when the checks and demand drafts are issued in the name of customer, if the customer deposited that to the bank, means the bank will collect the amount and credit his account with the amount. In case of the customer issued check or demand draft in other's name, means the amount will be transferred to other account and the same amount will be debited in the customer account. So bank will perform both collection and payment of negotiable instruments like checks and demand drafts. The next agency function is transfer of funds. First, we should know what is transfer of funds. Transfer of funds refers to transfer of money from one account to another account within the same institution, or it may be across the multiple institutions. The transfer of funds may take physically or in electronic form. In case of physical transfer of funds, there is a need of bank staff intervention in transfer of money. In case of electronic fund transfer, here the money has been transferred from one account to another account within the same institution, or it may be across the several institutions using computer-based systems via electronic systems, which doesn't require any bank staff intervention directly. We have three types of transfer of funds using NEFT, RTGS and IMPS. The NEFT refers to National Electronic Fund Transfer. Here, the fund transfer takes place electronically and the fund can be transferred from individual or company to another individual or company with any bank account. But the bank should be the member of NEFT scheme. And the NEFT will be done half-hourly batches which runs from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. in all the working days. And there is no restriction on the amount to be transferred in the NEFT. Next one is RTGS, that is real-time gross settlement. Here it is also an online transfer of funds wherein in NEFT there is a half-hourly batches will take place, but in case of RTGS, it is real-time transaction. The funds will be transferred one by one, not in a batches. That is the RTGS. And next one is IMPS. IMPS refers to Immediate Payment Services. This service is managed by National Payments Corporation of India. The difference is between NEFT and RTGS to IMPS is the NEFT and RTGS are available on the working days. But in case of IMPS, it is available 24/7. The next agency service is collection of dividends and interest. So here bank on behalf of his customers, it collects the amount. Either it may be in form of salaries or any bills, dividends, interest, and credit the customer account with the amount. The next one is execution of standing orders. The banks will accept the standing instructions from the customers and arranges for the payment of bills or any deductions from the account, house rent, insurance, etc. By the instructions of the customer, automatically on the specified date, the amount will be deducted from the customer account. ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಚೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೆಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಮನಿಯನ್ನ ವರ್ಗಾಯಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಫ್ಟ್, RTGS, IMPS ಅಂತೀವಿ. ನೆಫ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅವರ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಫ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. RTGS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು RTGS ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವೀಗ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ RTGS ಅಂತೀವಿ. RTGS ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಫ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. IMPS ಅನ್ನೋದು 24/7. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ 24/7 ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರು IMPS ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಶೇರ್ಸಿನ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅವರೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿಯೇ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇಂಥ ದಿನ ನನ್ನ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಇಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ LIC ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಾವೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ತಿಂಗಳ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್. The bank will also perform capital market services as an agency function. The first capital market services which is provided by the bank is merchant banking. Merchant banking means here bank manages the new issue of the company and it also provides some advisory services to the company. And the next one is underwriting. Underwriting means here the bank will provide guarantee of subscription to the company. And the third one is banker to the issue. Here the bank will collect and pay the amount of a new issue. And last one is portfolio management. Bank will also provide portfolio management services to its customer, where in case it advises its customers about the different kinds of investment and their associated risk and return. Let's summarize this session. Functions of commercial banks are classified into 3 categories, that is primary function, subsidiary function and miscellaneous function. The subsidiary function further classified as agency functions and utility functions. Agency function means here the bank acts as an agent to its customers. By providing these services, bank will get goodwill as well as it earn more number of customers. These are the references for your additional reading. I hope you understood the agency functions of commercial banks. Thank you.